Hi, I'm Eric Jansson from the EdFi Alliance, Senior Program Manager there, and I wanted to talk with you today about the EdFi Tracker. So the EdFi Tracker is I describe it as the central nervous system for technology information coming into our community. So whenever you have a bug or a feature request or a direction for the technology you believe it should take, the EdFi Tracker is essentially the main place to start the conversation about that. So the tracker can be found here at the URL, tracker.edfi.org. When you come to the tracker, you're going to notice that there's a login. So participation requires a login. The way to get a login is to use the access request form, which is here. So www.edfi.org/access-request. So if you don't have a login, please go here and fill out this form to get a login to the system. Once you got a login, you'll fill out your username and password here. Once you log into the system, you'll notice a set of projects here at the right. This is a place you can go to navigate existing projects and tickets that have been opened in the tracker. But the main thing I want to draw your attention to is the Create button up at the top here. So when you hit the Create button, this is how you create a new ticket. The first question the first box for creating a ticket basically asks you to select the project you want to create a ticket for. So there are a number of different projects within the EdFi Tracker. You'll see a smaller list than the one I have. But there's a number of different projects. If you don't know the project you're submitting the ticket for, you can always choose this project called the EdFi Alliance, or capital EDFI. So this is a general place for technical tickets for the Alliance. Under that, you select the feedback, essentially the issue type, in this case, feedback or bug or question or improvement, et cetera. So in this case, I'll submit an improvement. And I'll, underneath the summary, I can start typing what the issue is. So in this case, I want to suggest a new data field for the EdFi standard. So consider tracking staff university in the staff entity. So in this case, I want the data standard to consider adding a field to so that the university that a staff member attended can be tracked. Below that is a description, so I add as much descriptive information as I can about the issue here. If I'm suggesting an improvement or a new use case, I should say why. If I'm suggesting a bug, I should describe as much details about the bug as I can and put it here. And once I hit create over here at the bottom, it gives me a tracker issue number over here. And I can always use this number and URL to look up and determine the state of my issue. So your issue is by default assigned to somebody who owns the project. So you'll be listed as the reporter. And as changes and updates are made to this issue, so as community dialogue aggregates on top of this issue, you'll receive regular email updates about your ticket, what status it's in, what information other people may have added to it, et cetera. So over time, this is an existing ticket that was reported September of 2016. You can see this was a suggestion to, again, very similar to the ticket we just created, add some data, add a field to the EdFi data standard. And you can see that over time, a set of analysis and suggestions and other examples were made about this ticket, actually leading to its inclusion in the next proposed version of the data standard. So this is an example of how it works. This ticket was initiated by someone in the community, and then we aggregated Alliance and community work on top of this and eventually took action on this ticket. So this is a sort of exemplar for how the process is supposed to work. So again, in summary, the tracker is really our principal way of interacting about technical issues with the community. So we want you to get in there. When you run into bugs or have suggestions, this is the place to add them. So thank you very much, and we hope to see you on the tracker.